Hey kids, there's a couple of questions that were on your classwork this evening for 4-7. I just want to make sure that you can do number 3. It's not 3A, but I guess it's just number 3. It's a tougher kind of question. They ask you if this equation exists, then what is the x value? Basically, they're just asking you to solve for x. All right, so they just want you to get x by itself. And the problem is that there's x's over here and there's x's over here. Distributive property, you should always feel pretty comfortable. Just go ahead and do it. So on the right side of the equal sign is vx plus 9v. Over here is ax minus 5. Again, like I said, you're trying to get x alone, but there's some over here and there's some over here, and that's not cool. You got to get them all together. I'm going to take this and I'm going to subtract vx on both sides. I'm going to line it up, so they're like terms. Now those two add up to 0, so they're gone. And here's the thing, these don't really fit together, so you can't force them. So ax subtract vx is exactly that. You just write ax subtract vx. Minus 5 equals 9v. Now, if we're in the business of getting this x by itself, this minus 5 is pretty much a problem. So we're going to reverse that and say, let's just have you go to the other side. Well, 9v added to 5, again, not like terms, so just let them be. Now over here is the ax minus vx, and here's the hard part. Some of you guys are really good at this, and you'll remember that this is the reverse distributive property. If they both have an x in them, you can remove the x. It's like factoring. And if x is removed from here, you're left with a. And if x is removed from here, you're left with v. Now, if you multiply it back in, it goes back to being its old self. But you're going to see in a minute that you can isolate this x. Currently, it says x multiplied by this giant parenthesis. Well, the opposite of multiplying is a giant division, a minus v, divided by a minus v over there too. Cancel, and that letter x is by itself. X equals 9v plus 5 over a minus v. And that right there is what you would look for in your multiple choice selections. So that will help you out with number 3. It has reverse distributive property. It's pretty tough, so you may have to watch that video. All right, and then number 8. It seems that these were cut off of the last video, but when it says solve for x, same rules. Distribute tx plus tz minus 3a equals 15y. Your job is to get this x alone. That means everything else has to be moved. So this plus tz, subtract tz on both sides. At this point in the year, if you're really, really good, you can say, I'm going to do more than one move. Let's undo this minus 3a by plus 3a on both sides. Okay, these over here add up to nothing or 0 and leave you with just tx equals. And none of this stuff can fit together. They're not like terms. 15y minus tz plus 3a. And you're trying to get this x alone, so undo this bond of multiplication with a division. And you can say x is equal to, and say you want to, you can split them all up, or you could just write 15y minus tz plus 3a. I'm getting a little messy there. All over t. All right. And the last one here, let's see, is that visible? Oh, my battery's running out of, let's see, still recording. All right, let's just finish this real quick. Same idea. I'd like to get this x alone. There's a lot of things happening to it. If you want to distribute, you can, but I'm going to reverse multiplying by, or dividing by r. I'm going to multiply here and here. So I'll have 2 times x minus y is equal to 12r. Now I'm going to divide by 2 to reverse that. And I have x minus y equals 6r. And just get that reverse. So plus y, x equals 6r plus y. All right, so that should help you with number 3 and number 8 for your homework, guys. That's it. I'll see you guys later.